back to D&E's Cooking Classroom. We have a special guest today. My friend Brian Martinez here. He's going to show us how to baste a steak. Brian, you want to introduce yourself, talk about what we're going to do today?
Absolutely. We are going to get some ribeyes today. We're going to make some rosemary salt, and we're going to make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to show a special way of cooking a steak. I'm usually pretty lazy with my steaks. I just throw the seasoning on there, sear it on one side at high temperature, sear it on the other side, let it cool for a minit. But he's going to tell us a way to make it really pop and taste. We're going to take you through the whole process.
We're going to make love to this steak. So I'll be zesting 2 lemons, and that'll be added to the rosemary salt. And then from there, we will do 7 sprigs of rosemary, 4 sprigs of sage, 1 1/2 cups of kosher salt. All that will go into the food processor, and then out will come magic. Coming over.
No, I can talk through this, I guess.
So I'm continuing to zest the second lemon here. What you want to do is you want to get a zester and make sure that you get all the skin off, because that will make our rosemary salt a little bit more tangy, which is nice. So yeah, you want to do that, and you can use a regular zester, you can use a cheese grater depending on what you have.
Yeah, we're improvising today with the cheese grater.
Yeah, and anything works as long as you get it in there and you make it small enough to where when we grind it up, it creates some zest.
All right, now we're going to take our lemon zest. We're going to take our rosemary. We're going to take 1.5 cups of kosher salt. That's why we're going to use unsalted butter later, because there's quite a bit of salt in this. And then we're going to take our garlic and we're going to blend it up in the processor. And there we have the ground up coarse salt ready to go on our steaks.
All right, you want to make sure that you liberally season your steak here. You want to make sure that you get all sides. That's a thing that's overlooked, especially the fat cap. You will see the fat cap come back into play later on in this video, and you'll see why we seasoned the fat cap. So we'll want to put the steak's fat cap down for 2 minutes. And then from there, you get a nice sear on the side there. And then after that, we drop the steaks. We get a nice sear on the top, a nice sear on the bottom, and we go from there.
And the sear here lets a little bit of that fat flavor into the pan, which flavors the rest of your steak real nicely. We flip the steaks and let it sear 4 minutes on each side.
All right, so we got a nice crisp on our fat cap there. We got a nice sear there. We got a nice sear on the back there. You can see it coming right along. Let's put both of those there. Nice sear there.
Man, that looks delicious. Now 4 more minutes on the other side. After 4 minutes,
pulling the steaks off, we're going to let them rest for 4 minutes, and then they will go back on and we'll baste them.
Now we've let the steaks rest for about 4 minutes. We're going to get ready to baste the steaks.
Yep, we've lowered the temperature down to low. Butter has a low flash point, so it starts burning if you have it on high. So we lower it down, let that start kind of melting down a little bit. It'll get all the juices going from the steak there that's burned onto the cast iron skillet there.
As we may have recommended earlier, unsalted butter due to the high amount of salt we put on the rub.
Yep, and then you'll add your garlic cloves, your shallots.
Rough cut.
And then here in a moment, whenever we add the steaks in after the butter melts, we'll go ahead and add the thyme on top of the steaks and go ahead and start basting.
I take the steak, put it in the pan. I'm going to take a little bit of the thyme, flavor it on top so the gets into the steak. We're gonna be safe here and take a hot hand. We're gonna tilt the pan and take the butter and just start putting it on top here. Seems tedious, but you're getting a lot of good flavor in there. You're moving a lot of the butter on top of the shallot and the garlic, and it's just going right into your steak, and you're gonna taste that in a few minutes here.